Hey guys, welcome back to CBS Beyond the Gates. Spoiler. So, looking at the early spoilers for the week of August 24th through the 28th, plus wrapping up the absolute chaos of August 19th to the 21st, I am just exhausted. Like truly, these characters are doing the most right now and my brain is spinning. Bill Hamilton is in so much danger and he doesn't even know it. And Leslie is in this lonely spiral of her own making, which is totally her mess to fix. But let's back up a bit because we have to talk about Wednesday, August 19th first. And we have got Vernon's plans with Anita getting sidelined. Recently, Vernon made the whole extended family squeaky and uncomfortable, talking about his and Anita's very healthy sex life, which, good for them, but gross for the kids to hear. So Vernon was probably planning this huge evening of romance and bedroom activities to celebrate Anita being cancer-free. But things get interrupted. And guys, if you have been following the deep timeline leaks, you know this isn't just a knock at the door. Vernon gets shot, like brutally gunned down in front of the mansion, right when they are celebrating. I mean, what were the writers thinking? Who actually believes this is going to end well? It is just so tragic. And then Joey Armstrong gets arrested for it because his gun was used at the scene. But we know it was actually Heather Armstrong and Randy Parker. Heather is a total sociopath. She blackmailed Randy into pulling the trigger using that selfie she took with Danny and Vanessa. I just can't. I can't even process it. Joey was right there bonding with Isaiah about leaving a good legacy, and boom, he gets framed by his own sister. But meanwhile, Naomi is taken by surprise. Ashley brings her to her apartment and Jacob and Grayson are waiting there with food and drinks. They all yell surprise. And honestly, Naomi needs this so badly. She is so stressed out about her dad Bill being in the hospital, and she just tested positive for the BRCA gene. Plus, she is running the firm while Tomas Navarro acts like a whiny baby. So this Mexican night is a much-needed night off from all of that. I am glad Jacob did something nice for once, instead of just obsessing over hunting down the impaler. So Danny and Andre are both coloring outside the lines of their marriage. Literally and figuratively. They are sitting at home, doing adult coloring books to distract themselves. But Danny is keeping the elevator sex with Bill a huge secret. And Andre is keeping the ugly truth about Heather stalking him a secret. They are both trying to protect each other and their marriage, but they are heading for a massive upset. Let's be real. Danny is a hypocrite. She is using Andre for sex to cover up her lingering feelings for Bill. It's messy. So messy. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Danny. She has been through a lot, but come on. You don't sleep with your toxic ex-husband during a tornado and then just pretend it didn't happen. And then Nicole scores points with Noah after she saved the night for him at her house. Noah got shut out of the Uptown open mic, so Nicole set up a performance at her place. Kial is there watching. Deanna is there swooning over Noah. It was a cute moment. But then on Thursday, August 20th, Kial sees Nicole have this unexpected reaction to something. She just freezes and goes into this deep self-examination. I bet she saw Ted and Shanice together. Because Ted and Shanice are moving so fast, planning a future. And Nicole is still hung up on Ted, even though she has Kial and Carlton. It's a lot. She needs to figure her stuff out. Speaking of Ted, Thursday gives us Bill and Ted bonding. Bill and Ted. It sounds like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, right? Both of them were married to Dupree daughters. Both are divorced and on the outs with the family. I expect Ted to stop by the hospital. Bill might complain to Ted about Hayley getting kicked out of his room, because Hayley literally crawled into his hospital bed to trigger his heart monitor. She is trying to kill him, and Bill is too dumb to realize it. He thinks she just wants him. It's wild. The ego on this man is going to be the death of him. Literally. And then we have Leslie. Oh, Leslie. Dana Thomas is in a lonely spiral. She called Marcel and told him to show up for her. So Marcel goes to her hotel room and it does not go well. Marcel winds up walking out on her. And Leslie is basically howling in frustration. Karma has finally come for toxic Leslie. She rejected Marcel's offer to move on to his boat because she was obsessed with Ted, and now Eva lectured her, and Marcel is done with her. She is all alone, and it is her mess to fix. I don't think she can convince Marcel she is worth pursuing. I really don't. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. She just pushes everyone away. Also on Thursday, Eva and Isaiah have a difficult discussion and share some hard truths with each other. Isaiah has all these physical scars and a dark past, and Eva is dealing with her crazy mom. But they are pretty good communicators, so I think this could be beneficial and they may get even closer to each other. I am rooting for them. They are like the only sane couple left in Fairmont Crest right now. But let's talk about Friday, August 21st. Joey orders Randy to keep a much closer eye on Heather. Joey's suspicions are growing. So Randy is lurking. Maybe he gets a room across the hall from Heather, or spies on her window. But he has to carry out Joey's orders. And I suspect Randy sees Andre going into Heather's room. That is information Joey will find very intriguing. But Joey might worry Andre is leaking info to Heather about Vanessa, since Vanessa and Danny are close. Joey might even share this with Bill, or find another way to leverage what looks like very suspicious activity from Andre. And Danny and Hayley are taking verbal swings at each other again. Ashley had security haul Hayley out of Bill's room. Danny is going to ream Hayley for risking Bill's life, which is exactly what Hayley was trying to do. Hayley is desperate. Danny is angry. Madison Montgomery gets conflicting info from both of them. Madison is back from Denmark and she is trying to figure out Bill's abnormal blood work. I hope Madison figures out the poison. She is smart. She has to see through Hayley's lies. But Chelsea is the real MVP here. Chelsea is haunted by unresolved trauma. She is having severe PTSD flashbacks to her kidnapping and her crazy stalker because of Hayley's behavior. But you guys, she set up a hidden camera. She caught Hayley poisoning the water. I am so ready for this reveal. The fans on social media have been begging for Hayley to get caught for months. And Andre is terrified of Heather. They are face to face by the end of the week. Heather is making threats. I expect Andre to clap back with threats of his own. But Andre is on thin ice. Heather is a sociopath. I'm still waiting for her to show him the selfie she took with Danny and Vanessa so Andre knows she can easily get to Danny. That means she can hurt her if Andre does not cooperate. And of course we know he does not want to cooperate. Looking ahead to the week of August 24 to 28, Joey has to figure out what to do with the Andre and Heather info. I am curious to see if Joey has Andre picked up and brought to the casino to talk in private. He needs to find out what his connection to Heather is, and if Vanessa's in danger. And of course, Andre is going to be stuck walking on eggshells around Heather because he knows whatever threat she makes, she is capable of following through. Meanwhile, Smitty is hot on her trail. He still wants to expose the identity of the impaler. So, the journalist might wind up on Heather's radar, and Smitty is in huge danger. Like, life or death danger. Bill is frustrated and pushing hard for his release from the hospital. Little does he know, heading home is a dangerous proposition. Hayley will likely dose him again with those drugs and then try and ride him all the way to the grave. She has got to find a way to finish off Bill. And I am confident she is going to make another move soon. And she wants to get away with it. So, she may need to meet with Randy again. But he is a bit preoccupied trailing after Heather for Joey. I wonder if Hayley's going to wind up banned from the hospital period if she keeps acting. Tomas Navarro is going to have some more run-ins with Naomi. And he basically just told her, I answer to Bill, not you. Which is fair and accurate on paper, but Naomi is not going to take any disrespect from Tomas. She is dealing with the BRCA gene and her dad being poisoned. And this is going to put Kat in a rough position because she supports Tomas, but she loves Naomi too. So another thing that is about to get messy on BTG. Honestly, I don't know how much more my blood pressure can take with this show, but I will be right here covering it all for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about Vernon's shooting and if you think Bill will actually survive going home with Hayley. See you next time!